cases to gin up the vote, to bait the Republicans into impeachment as a way to save his party in the midterm elections.
So is that what the president is doing, Bob, baiting Republicans into impeachment and possible overreach and then a constitutional crisis because he thinks it'll help him?
I'm all for all of it. Listen, if the Democrats use the word impeachment like 4 times as much as the Republicans, for good reason. I mean, they want the Republicans, they want people to think that that's a possibility. Last time they tried to impeach a Democratic president, they got an absolutely
20 times more. They use the word
20 times more. Well, it happens. But look, are we kidding ourselves? What is this about? I mean, the immigration thing is about. He believes it strongly. So do I. You can't get the thing through, but it's also a good voting issue. And so, once again, the Republicans will figure out a way to get no Hispanic votes. The Democrats will get them, and we'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Except not this year, maybe.
Before I move on, so the Democrats really believe that's a helpful issue for them? Because Republicans think it's a helpful issue for them this August. You've worked on elections. Do you really think the Latino vote in the midterms is going to be enough to help keep the Senate?
The Latino vote is always so low in a midterm election that if this gins it up 5 or 8%, it makes a big difference. Look, the Republicans are all going to show up. We're going to get beat. I mean, we know that. The question is how bad are we going to get beat? We get enough Latinos in there. We got a chance to not get beat badly.
Eric, if the president does use executive action on immigration, what do you think Republicans should do? Do you think they should impeach?
No, because that goes nowhere. Bob knows. No, I don't, Bob. I really don't. I've never even uttered the word. I don't think on this show or anywhere, because it's a ridiculous. It's a dead end game. Because everyone knows how it goes. Send it over to the Senate. They go, yeah, right. Okay, goodbye. Here's what's going on, though. We have 3 months, right, before the midterm election. So this immigration issue isn't about the midterms anymore. This is about 2016. This is about Obama ginning up the base, getting the Democrats really worked up over immigration so they can run on it in 2016. It's brilliant. He's playing team baseball right now, and he's doing it well. I think it's too late for the Senate. I think it looks like all arrows are pointing towards Republicans in the House, Republicans in the Senate now. They're probably likely going to flip the Senate, and that's honestly that's good. But I think Obama is going to try and do something like executive order 5 million illegals that he'll say are kids. Meanwhile, they're not necessarily kids. So it's a longer ball game for him.
Perfect setup, bowling, because Joe Biden, Dana, calls them our kids. These illegals. Take a listen.
These are not somebody else's kids. These are our kids. These are the children who live the national ambitions of each of these countries aloft. It's a tragedy for the countries who are losing them, and for us not being able to solve every one of their problems.
They are all Joe Biden's children. We all are. I thought we were all Obama's children. Oh no, that's the wrong story. Okay, I think that President Obama actually wants to do something very consequential. Okay, that's I think the base of it. In 2007, when he joined with Harry Reid to deny a comprehensive immigration bill from going through, and then he was running for president, I think that he was elected believing that he was going to do some major things. Get America out of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, provide universal health care, nationalize the healthcare system, and solve the immigration problem. He's looking at a clock that is, the sand is running out of the hourglass very quickly, and he realizes he's got to do it. Plus, you can imagine how the pressures from the Latino community, from his base, and also the competing pressure of understanding that you've got the problem with the midterm election. I don't think he's so much worried about the midterm election, and I think there are Democrats who wish that he was. I think President Obama is thinking of this as a much longer game. But I also believe that at some point, I don't think he was just elected to make choices. I think he was elected to persuade people that he is got the right ideas. And one thing that would really help is if we could come to a definition of amnesty. Because it's such a moving target, and then any time somebody says, well, maybe we could do this, that then becomes, that's the new amnesty. And I think that we could just, if we could have a floor that where we all agree on it, then the debate would be a lot more satisfying, and then polls might change. And it might work against President Obama as well. That would be okay as long as we're actually debating on the merits. It doesn't sound like he wants to debate, though. And all it takes, Greg, is one Republican to talk of impeachment. That's all they really need. I mean, no one's really talking about impeachment now, and the Democrats are talking about it. So it does seem like a trap. It does seem like they're setting up Republicans.
There will never be a floor. That's the whole game. They will never agree to anything because that's the lie. If you believe in a border, what Vice President Biden is suggesting is that you have no compassion. If you use this logic, in every sense of the word, the fence around the White House is a hate crime. You You should never have locks on your apartment. You should not lock your car door at night because that's bigotry. Acting unilaterally because he believes that's what people want. It's like that American Idol contestant who's convinced he's a great singer because none of his friends have the guts to tell him he sucks. Right now, Obama has no idea what he's doing, but nobody is telling him what he's doing is awful. Can I state the obvious, too, about yesterday's press conference?
The Emperor's New Clothes.
It's boring. I mean, that's his secret superpower. If he was a superhero, he would be Monotony
You know that
Man.
story, right?
Because he could literally kill you
don't know the
with
story
his
about the
words.
Emperor's
He's a
New Clothes?
soulless bureaucrat, and he only comes to life with his chosen people, which are the fundraisers. Everywhere else, he's as inspiring as a test pattern.
Well, tell me, give me
And
the
he's
name of a
late,
Republican.
too.
Give me the name of a Republican who's not boring. Just for college.
This is
But
it's a good question. It's a good question. This is the challenge for the Republicans. Christie's engaging. Rand Paul has a sense of humor, but they haven't found that guy yet for their side.
You know, I forgot something. You were right about that. I forgot Obama opposed that immigration bill back in that
He did,
spring.
2007.
Because it wasn't comprehensive enough, right?
Yeah, but I didn't
No,
know.
isn't that what
No,
they're saying?
they because it didn't go far enough. Yeah, on the left, on the left-hand side. One thing about the compassion point that Joe Biden is making, I wonder if they're just kind of wearing on America's nerves because it's hypocritical. So